Alright, so welcome back to the study. And now we're just going to go straight into the chapter, The War to End All Wars.
The War to End All Wars redefined
is
how
that why you
mankind
brought
looked
up
at war and
Wonder
the
Yes, this is why I brought up Wonder Woman in
Over
between parts.
19,000 men
Okay.
lost their lives
Because
every
there
day
was
in the
some
trenches of
comic
Assam.
or how you should have
Some
how it
say
should have ended or
uselessly,
something,
Some
where she was
invoke a higher
complaining that World
I
War
read
II
accounts of the
happened
slaughter from
because
many
World War
journalists
I
who
was
spent
literally
time in the
called
trenches.
the War to End
I
All
found the account
Wars,
of
and
a
then we had a
certain Peter
second
Jacob
one.
to be the most horrible.
Which was even bigger!
Involvement with the war was hideous
Yeah, so that
and
we had a
so
conversation
obvious.
about Wonder Woman in between
With
parts
the horror
because
of the Battle of the
Brian
Somme scant
walked away.
miles away. And the
Anyway,
distant
we're back in
echoes of pounding
Amiens for
artillery.
this part.
A young journalist named
So
Peter Jacob researched his
we are
latest
playing
story
as
from the
Peter
front line.
Jacobs, an
His
American
grim task
journalist,
brought him to Oublier Cathedral, now
and he's
transformed
staying in
into a field
Oublier,
hospital.
which is functioning as a hospital for the front lines.
I find no solace in the purpose behind all
Did Pius have anything to do with World War I in this game?
You know what? It was not directly implied here. I know for some of the other ones it has been implied, however, he is benefiting from being a hospital. And right now, this guy is being carried away. And Peter Jacobs is just like, damn, the guy's being carried away.
I don't know.
This is a very long scene.
It is a very long being carried away scene.
Why did they have to show him actually going all the way across the hall?
I don't know. But as we'll see through the part here. Anyway, actually, here's the first letter from Reginald Jackson. He's admitted to the hospital on Tuesday. The damage caused to my legs was slight, but there is no way I could ever walk normally again. Hate this place. Hospital is a very strange place, converted from an old cathedral. There is an odd atmosphere around it, silent but for the words of the wounded, calling out in the nights. What I find most odd of this place is that you never see anyone leave during the day. It's not right. No goodbyes or farewells, just an empty bed when you wake the next morning. That is, clearly important detail. That, you can check in, but you can never leave.
Okay, why did he say the damage was slight if it means he could never walk again?
Oh, Brian, 'tis just a flesh wound.
Okay, but it's not slight! If
It's
it
a
means he
flesh
could never...
wound!
Okay, alright, fine. It's a flesh wound.
What do you mean? You've lost your arm!
I haven't lost my arm. Then what's that? I've had worse.
Anyway, there's a couple soldiers laying around, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go look at the church. I'm gonna go look at the pulpit. Or the lectern. Anyway, there's an
Did you say pulpit?
pulpit.
Because
Okay,
that is the
alright.
most amazing insult I've ever heard.
Okay, alright. Right now, I'm going to make a product. You know Bop It? Well, I'm going to make a
Brian.
I'm gonna make a pulpit, but instead of bopping it, twisting it, pulling it, you're gonna kneel it. You're gonna first communion it.
Does the Pope administer First Communion, though?
Okay, alright, just regular communion. It doesn't necessarily have to be first
You're
communion.
gonna circumcise it. Oh.
Oh my god! I'm not
Okay.
sure this is specifically Catholic thing, though.
Random thing here. These soldiers are guarding specific parts of the cathedral. The one in front of the organ specifically mentioned that this is one of the few antiques still intact, and no one's gonna touch it while he's still alive. This is, of course,
We're
important.
gonna throw it off the balcony, aren't we?
What? Brian, it's a built-in It's a fucking pipe organ. We're not throwing it anywhere.
Okay, Ariel, you say that, but given the bullshit in this game, it wouldn't faze me. Wouldn't faze me even a little bit.
I'm like, well, that wall clearly has some magic that no one's bothered by.
Anyway, Ariel, when you said Pope it, or when I thought you said Pope it, I thought that was like an insult saying that the Pope is a puppet.
Oh god.
I mean, that was more of the whole Avignon papacy and everything, but sure. Why not?
Ariel just hates the Catholic Church.
You know what? I am ex-Catholic, to be fair.
Yes, we know.
Have I ever explicitly mentioned that?
Yes. You mentioned it when you were talking about that guy who's trying to invite you to church at your college.
Oh, yeah. Yes, the obnoxious Bible study people. Which are not to be confused with the Asian Bible study ladies who are very polite. Except for the one Korean girl who... She was disappointed because she sat with me and was like reading passages off, and I was like trying to point out things that didn't make sense and like have a conversation about it, but she didn't quite get what I was trying to point out, and like that what she was reciting didn't make sense, and I was like, hey, but what about this though? And she was just kind of like, well, you know, it says blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay, this isn't fun because you're like, English is clearly not your first language. This isn't working.
Abort! Abort the Bible study!
Alright, so anyway, here's another letter from the soldier saying that weird shit happens at night. Particularly voices that don't belong to anyone. And he feels very threatened. And the other young soldiers once said he heard cries for help in the middle of the night. Cries that were only answered with snarls of rage and not compassion. I want to hear snarls of compassion. Are you okay?
Brian, that sounded more like confused arousal.
Well, give me a break. A snarl of compassion hasn't been done before. I'm in uncharted waters, people.
Eat your vegetables. No, that's not really compassion.
I mean, you care about your development.
Anyway, I'm clearly missing something. Oh yeah, I figured out what I'm missing. I gotta give this guy the soldiers the soldiers orders that I picked up from the pulpits, and he just said, "Loyal man, you must be on the offensive," and just walked off.
Well, you heard it here, folks. I am on the offensive.
Anyway, these posters are actually in French, which is cool. And they may actually be legitimate propaganda.
Well, you know, I can't read English, so French isn't, you know, much better for me.
Anyway, I just stole a gun. And now a bomb! It shook the cathedral. And the power is out.
You know what my favorite part of Gen 1 is?
Bombs?
It went... Well, no, because that's in Gen 4, and Gen 4 is terrible. But, when you're on the SSN, when you fight your rival, he comes up to you, and he's all like, "Bonjour!" But then when he leaves, he just says, "Smell you later." Like... What is it?
You never hang on. You never just use random words for other languages, but only sometimes.
No, because I'm not stupid.
Wow!
I'm not poopy.
I feel personally attacked. Oh, there's a bone snatcher just running around, and I'm like, I am not equipped to deal with bone snatchers. Also, this poor nurse.
No, he's gonna snatch my bones. Oh,
Well,
no.
they just showed a cutscene to show that the bone snatcher just jumped into that nurse.
As you do.
Well, if
Yeah,
I jumped into, I mean, like, ripped open and crawled into. So, you know.
Oh, you mean actually jumped into? You mean jumped into?
Just
Yes.
like real life.
Anyway, now that I've... Oops. I forgot to actually let the spell... Actually, no, I didn't even mean to cast that spell. That's why I hit the wrong button. I'm exploring the basement in the dark. I don't need to be exploring the basement in the dark, but I am. I could turn on the
Why
lights
am I down
before
here?
exploring the basement. But no,
I don't-
I'd rather just...
I don't know
You're
where I am.
Man, I wish I could see what that was.
You'd think with all these fireflies I'd be able to see a little bit more.
Well, as you so kindly pointed out before, they often fly in front of my face.
Yo, when's Owl City going to get up in here?
Don't even start going on with the fucking
Is it
10
when we
million
hit 10 million
fireflies.
fireflies? Is that when he's gonna come?
Luckily for me, I'm only going to hit 7.
It doesn't
Anyway.
work.
The pipe organ innards have been replaced and updated. Okay, see, I know what I'm looking for, but because it's dark and I haven't played the game in a couple of years, I'm having a hard time finding the fuse box. So I can get the power back on.
That's okay, Ariel. I have a hard time finding the fuse box in my own damn house.
Okay, well that seems like a personal problem.
No, Ariel, that seems like a Brian problem.
Yeah, well, strangely enough, I think a personal problem is a Brian problem.
No, I mean, that seems like a problem only Brian could possibly have.
Tell us in the comments if you've ever been unable to find your own fuse box.
Hey, my house is new, okay?
And if
I
you
still haven't
have,
figured out
and
everything yet.
if you have had trouble finding your own fuse box, do you like Sonic and the Secret Rings?
You answered yes to both these questions.
You may
You might
be
be a
right.
piece of shit.
And he said it, not us.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that they have their own opinions and they're very much entitled to them.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Yeah, you see, Brian doesn't like opinions, which is why he just got angry at me, saying that, you know, Brian, you need to just be more open-minded to people.
You were so lucky we're not in the same room. Cause if we were, I'd hug it out.
I thought you were gonna say we're so lucky we're not in the same state.
I'd run to your house. I don't care that California is almost the size of the entire West Coast.
Well, it's not gonna be that way for long. Half of it's on fire.
God.
No big deal.
Is it still going?
I only happen. Yes, it's still burning. It's still growing.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I only work a mile away from the fire.
Do you like see it every day?
Well, in the morning, I can see the orange over the hill because I'm there at 3 a.m. Just see it burning. Well, I don't see the flames, but I see all orange. kind of cool.
Shit.
Until you realize you could die.
You have like a plan?
Yeah,
Like,
it's called
keep
getting my
track of
fucking
where it
car.
is?
It's called getting my fucking car and leave.
Okay then.
UPS are the only dumb fucks that stay there and work.
Yes,
We don't
in
even have
any
any
weather
We
condition.
don't even have anyone to deliver to. They're all gone.
So wait, what do you do then?
We reorganize all the shit we get every day. We've been moving the same boxes for 3 days.
Maybe you're trying to find the optimum. Oh jeez.
Also, we keep getting calls from people. They're like, "Our package was supposed to be here. When did you order it? We ordered it about 3 days ago. Your package is all the way in this other city in a trailer. They're not gonna bring it here. This place is gonna burn down, you idiot."
That's the better question. Is your house on fire?
Oh no, no. I live a whole 2 cities away.
No, I mean the people
I'm
calling asking for the package.
Oh.
Ariel, is there a fire spell in this game?
No, but I've almost turned the power on. You see,
Okay.
I had to put the penny in the fuse box while also diverting steam to the generator and then turn on the generator.
That seems really very complicated.
Yes, which is why it took me so long, because I'm navigating in the fucking dark and I don't know which room which thing is in.
You know,
I never...
which World War is this, 1 or 2?
One.
Okay. Gas might not have been very streamlined at this point.
It existed. Combustion engines were a thing.
Yeah, they weren't very commercial at this point.
No,
Yeah, they might...
And I doubt
it's
wherever
probably
the
not
fuck
retrofitted
this is.
into. Probably not retrofitted into an existing cathedral either.
I mean,
Yeah,
Maybe
well,
too much of it.
well, Ariel, it's a cathedral. To them, that's Satan shit.
Well, good thing this cathedral is doing Satan shits.
well, that's a
my,
turn.
my favorite kind of shit.
Ryan, this is the same cathedral that we were accused of being the Illuminati a couple hundred years ago.
Okay, was it the Illuminati?
No, it's still pious.
I mean, would it be too much to have a damn flashlight, though?
Yes. Anyway, what's kind of cool is that it wants you to play this from memory-ish. Granted, only one of the notes is actually missing, but still. Like, there's a thing. And I'm like, yay, I want the thing. But I also know that this room is literally full of bone snatchers, and it's only going to be a matter of time before they come over here. Because they just kind of aggro to me no matter where I am.
I thought you were gonna say this room's filled with things.
And all sorts of things.
Door handle. I still don't have an adequate way to fight off these bone snatchers. Luckily. Oh no, there one is! Oh god. Where am I going? Oh fuck, I missed the stairs. Ah! If only I could see!
If you had a flashlight, this would be a cakewalk.
I don't have enough bullets for this shit. Fuck you.
What's a flashlight invented?
I mean, they
Let's
had
ask our friend
lanterns
Benjamin
before
Franklin.
flashlights.
He didn't invent lights, he invented electricity! 1899, so yeah.
Okay, but that doesn't mean he has one right now. because the part is over. Okay? So the flashlight is no longer relevant because it no longer exists in the context of this part.
Q&A.
Yes.